These 3D printing design rules are more like guidelines for consistent success. You can break them, but it's going to require a little bit more work to either fine-tune your 3D printer or to adjust your slicer settings. And sometimes you're just not going to get the quality you need without following these rules. If you're designing a part that has an overhang, you want to keep the angle of the overhang to 45 degrees or greater. If it's lower, you're going to need to turn on supports and you're going to have a rougher finish on the bottom of this edge. Or if you try to print it without supports, you might just get stringing and it'll be really messy. If your design has a bridge, you want to keep that to 10 millimeters or less. If you go higher, you're going to either need to turn on supports or the bottom of the bridge is going to be really stringy. The features of your design should be at least 2 millimeters thick. Holes should have a diameter of at least 2 millimeters. Try to avoid things like spikes or things with fine points or hairs or strings. If your part has a pin coming out of it, you want to keep the diameter of that pin to at least 3 millimeters. Anything less and it's likely to just break off. Parts that are meant to fit together need to have a 0.5 millimeter clearance. That's this gap between the two parts. If you need to print something round or curvy, it helps to cut it in half and then print it with the cut side down on the print bed. And then when you're done, you can use super glue to attach them together. If you want to add text to an object, you can either deboss it, meaning you sink it in at least 1 millimeter, or you can emboss it, which is raise it up at least 1 millimeter. You can also do debossing on the bottom of the shape, and when it comes off the print bed, it gets kind of a cool effect here. You can emboss or deboss text on a vertical face of an object. Just keep in mind that without supports, you may get some sagging at the bottom or at the top of these letters.